Hello, I'm Jim from Irish Bee Supplies, and today I'm going to show you a simple way of doing a Varroa check on your hive with a sugar shake. Guys, first of all, I'll show you all you need to do the job. You'll need your hive tool, you need your smoker, you need a spray can with syrup and water in it, or just water. You'll need a measuring cup. What you need is 300 bees, and 300 bees is just exactly a half cup. A half cup of bees is 300 bees. You'll also need a queen catcher or something similar. If you see the queen, just to catch the queen. You will need a tray to shake the bees into. Any kind of a small tray will do that. While you're working on the bees, you'll need probably a cover cloth or something just to put over the hive to keep it warm. Today is the 3rd of September, and at the moment it's about 16.5 degrees, and you need this gadget. It's a sugar check and a sugar shaker that you put the bees into. You put the sugar into this container here, 2 spoonfuls of sugar, just 2 tablespoonfuls of flowing tablespoons of sugar, and it has to be the very, very light, fine icing sugar. Granulated sugar or anything else won't do. It has to be the very, very fine, that very fine icing sugar. Okay. And you need some kind of a white plate or a white lid just to shake the sugar onto. I just use the top of a honey bucket. It's nice and white and nice and clean. What you do is you put your 2 spoons of sugar into this. You catch your 300 bees, half cup of bees. You spill them in here, in like that. And usually they don't fly too much. The nurse bees don't fly too much. It's nurse bees you need off frames that they're attending the larvae. With larvae, especially with larvae that's just ready to be sealed, is the older nurse bees. They're the best bees to get, because the Varroa will be hanging around them waiting to get into the cells, into the larvae. You put the bees into that, and you put the cover back on there like that, and that's it. You just roll them. You roll them for 30 or 40 seconds, nice and gently, and give them an odd little shake and a little roll, and leave them sitting then just out of the direct sunlight for 2 to 3 minutes, so that it won't get too, if it gets too warm, the sugar will melt off the bees, so you don't want that to happen. So just give it a couple of rolls like that, and then when you're ready to shake it out, then onto your white plate, just shake it nice and gently so that the sugar comes out and the Varroa comes out, but the bees can't come out. So it's a good way of testing the bees without killing the bees. You can do the same thing with this with an alcohol wash, but alcohol wash would give you a better count on what Varroa you had in the hive. But the bees have to be sacrificed, have to be killed, and I don't like killing any bees if I can help it. So I'm happy enough with the count I get from the sugar shake. So we'll head off to the hive now, and we'll just show you in practice what we're going to do. Now next, when we have all ready, This is a double brood nuke, so I'll take off and leave over one side the top box. So I'll have a look here in the bottom box first and just give the bees a little light smoke. Now we'll go through the frames and see what we have. We have to make sure the queen is not on the frame. Try the next one here. Yeah, this looks like a nice frame of larva and seal brood and what have you. So we shake the bees now into this tray. The nurse bees will usually stay in the tray, they won't fly back. And that's exactly a half cup. So it's just up to the mark. So we'll put them in there. And we'll put this cover on and we'll give them a small shake or a small roll round for about 30 seconds, just like that. We'll roll them around. Roll them around. And we leave that sit out of the sun and out of the heat for about 2 minutes. And we will just assemble back the hive in the meantime. Just to keep the brood warm, we'll put on this cover cloth there just to keep it warm and keep the bees quiet. I will use just the lid, anything nice and white will shine up. I will use that for shaking the bees onto. And we'll just give them another little roll. And now we can shake the sugar. We keep shaking the bees. It doesn't do the bees any harm. And a light shake is better. The Varroa is inclined to fall off better with a light shake than a very rough shake. It's a little bit windy today, it's blowing some of the sugar away, but hopefully all the Varroa will fall onto the Now we can put the bees back in here in top of the hive. And the bees will lick all that sugar off them. A little treat for you. And I just like to give them a little bit of smoke, just to trickle them down between the frames before I put the top box back on. Now we'll put the top box back on. The bees, just shake them out in front. And now we'll see what's going on here. A spray of water will just melt the sugar, and we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3, 4. We have 4 Varroa on that shade. So that's a good indication that we have Varroa in the hive.